What if the quiet phase is officially over, and DJI's next big release is much closer than we thought? Because right now, the leaks around the Avata 360 don't feel like rumors anymore. They feel like pre-launch momentum. After months of silence, we suddenly have launch timing reports, retail packaging images, activation clips, and ecosystem confirmations. And if you followed DJI long enough, you know what that pattern usually means. We're getting close. Let's start with the timeline. Multiple insider reports suggest the Avata 360 could launch as early as March, with China expected to receive it first. That detail matters because DJI often uses region-first rollouts only when production is finalized and inventory is ready. This isn't early development anymore. This looks like final hardware. Even more telling is a leaked internal activation video. The footage itself was low quality, but the existence of a battery activation tutorial suggests that review units are already circulating. And when reviewers have hardware, the countdown has officially begun. Now let's talk about the physical evidence. Images of what appears to be retail packaging have surfaced, showing the Avata 360 inside the goggles interface alongside previous models. Side by side, the new drone looks slightly larger than the Avata 2. So if you were hoping for a sub-250G drone, that might not happen. But honestly, that trade-off makes sense. Because the biggest rumor is this: 8K 360-degree recording. If true, the Avata 360 wouldn't just be another FPV refresh. It could merge the worlds of immersive 360 cameras and FPV flight into a single system. And here's where it gets exciting. Reports suggest a switchable shooting system. You could capture full 360 footage during flight, then reframe your shot later, or switch to a traditional forward-facing FPV view when you want precise control. Fly first, decide later. For creators, that flexibility is huge. There are also leaks pointing to improved stabilization, specifically optimized for reframed 360 footage. That matters more than people realize, because once you give users full freedom in post, stabilization becomes the difference between cinematic and unusable. Transmission is expected to use O4 class video, meaning compatibility with modern DJI goggles and the current FPV ecosystem. Some rumors even suggest real-time reframing previews, allowing you to adjust perspective before landing. Battery upgrades are also expected, with a redesigned flatter pack and a new 3-battery charging hub. Flight time is rumored to land between 23 and 25 minutes, which keeps it competitive for the FPV category. So when you combine 8K 360 capture, O4 transmission, new battery system, retail packaging leaks, activation guides, this doesn't feel distant anymore. It feels imminent. Now here's the bigger picture. While the Avata 360 looks like a major step forward, another product is quietly taking shape behind the scenes: the Osmo Action 7. Unlike the drone, this one isn't driven by heavy leaks. Instead, the clues come from DJI's predictable release cycle. The Osmo Action series typically launches between September and November, and based on past patterns, October 2026 looks like the most realistic window. But don't expect a radical redesign. The Action 7 is shaping up to be a refinement-focused upgrade. Rumors point to a 1/1.1-inch sensor with faster readout, improved noise control in HDR, variable aperture around f2 to f4, possible 8K recording up to 60 fps, 4K slow motion up to 240 fps. But the real focus will likely be thermal management, dynamic range, and consistency, not just bigger numbers. Pricing is expected to stay in DJI's usual range, roughly $349 to $429 for the standard combo, keeping it competitive in the action camera market. So here's the bottom line. The Avata 360 looks like a major leap, possibly redefining immersive FPV content. The Osmo Action 7, on the other hand, looks like a quiet evolution, improving real-world performance without dramatic changes. And together, they show a clear strategy. DJI isn't chasing hype. They're refining their ecosystem while pushing big innovation where it matters most. Now I want to hear from you. Does 8K 360 in an FPV drone excite you, or would you rather DJI focus purely on speed and agility? And when it comes to action cameras, do you prefer big upgrades, or quiet refinements that just work better? Let me know your thoughts, and stay tuned, because if these leaks are accurate, DJI's next wave is about to arrive.